Hello, I'm IBXToyCat and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to make one of the most complex, one of the most challenging, but one of the most rewarding farms in Minecraft for Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation, and that is going to have to be the gold farm. So this is a zombie pigman farm that works by spawning in zombie pigmen by using nether portals, because they will spawn near a nether portal in the overworld, and they'll also walk through them from the nether, and then it uses that, it takes them almost to their death, lets you punch them, get their gold nuggets, and get their experience. So two great things to make an amazing combination for a farm. The obvious downside to this is it is very complex. It will take you a while to make if you want to do this in survival. That's why I'm using creative, just to show you this in 20 minutes instead of for now. But I will be doing this in my Let's Play, so if you want to see that eventually happen, you can. But for now, let's show you how to make a gold farm in Minecraft for Xbox and PlayStation. So please do like the video if you do like it. It would help out the channel a lot, and it lets me know that you like it. And yeah, let's get straight into this. So a prerequisite before you do any of this is you are going to need to have lots and lots of stacks of obsidian. You need lots and lots of these. If you want to get all of that done before you start the video, that's something you should do, because there's a lot of obsidian involved, because you need to make lots and lots of nether portals. Like literally, I'd say 5, 10, maybe even more stacks. So yeah, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to make a 22 block high tower. If you are in survival, of course, you're going to want to have ladders on this so you can go up and down. But yeah, so let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the reason we're going 22 blocks high, it's not a random arbitrary number. 22 blocks is just the right height to take any mob, well, take the player, a zombie pigman, a skeleton, a bunch of different mobs. If any of them fall down from here, you'll go down to half a heart of damage, which of course is what nobody wants, and that's where that's pretty good. So basically you want to have this tower, you want to make sure when you go up and down it that you don't just jump down, but it is nice that you can fall off here and not entirely die. But yeah, so make sure you have a ladder up and down here, because you will be coming up and down a lot to make this stuff, and this is going to be the point that you want all the enemies to fall down from. So now you place some obsidian just over here, kind of in this form, and then you have some ladders here. This will be the ladders that the zombie pigmen hit. They'll fall slow a little bit, then they'll fall from here 22 blocks down and hit the ground, and that's where of course you can hit them once and they will die. So yeah, the reason we want this instead of just taking them from where they spawn is if we can do that this way, it just takes one hit with a fist, any weapon, and they will die, which is, it means you don't have to waste sword durability, and it means the farm is that step more efficient, which is always nice, of course. The next thing you want to do is actually, so what you want to do here is actually make some nether portals just above this, because on these blocks above here, so you want to just have a nether portal. It doesn't have to be an official nether portal, like all 12 blocks, but I'm going to do that for now, because we're in creative, and we can spare the resources. You want to build your first nether portal here, just above it. So it looks like this on the outside, and basically, on this side of the nether portal, you want, oh wait, did I do that too many blocks tall? I did do that too many blocks tall. I was wondering, like, that looks like a weird nether portal, but I decided not to mention it. And yeah, now you have your first nether portal. We'll quickly check that it is, and there you can see you put some trapdoors on this side, and then you put them down. The reason we do this is that, actually we'll break the nether portal for a second, is that it means the zombie pigmen think that they can walk on this block, but they actually can't, and then they'll fall down, hit the ladder, then they go to the ground. So yeah, they'll spawn in the nether portal, stand there for a second, they might move on to the trapdoor, they'll fall down, hit the ladders, and go down. And that's basically the idea behind this. So you want to then kind of make like a square all the way around this, going like this, and all 4 of these squares are going to be nether portals. So again, if you want to save the corner blocks, use stone instead or something, you can, but again, we're using obsidian just to make a cleaner and easier design. So, but that's only true in creative. In survival, you might want to save the obsidian. So yeah, you want to just make kind of cubes like this, and make sure that each side of the cube at some point does have the trapdoors placed like this, and they do have at some point, from some form of ladder like this. And that means that it's going to work exactly the same on each side. They all have the trapdoor they can fall onto, and then fall down onto the ladders, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you get the point by now. And basically, you want to have as many nether portals as possible. That's how you make this farm efficient. You have as many nether portals as reasonably possible. So, basically, you want to go at least a couple blocks wide like this. And this is the basic principle. You just need to keep almost copy-pasting, Minecraft copy-pasting that is. Just keep going over and over again. Keep going like this until you go like this. And when you have enough of these cubes, you want to light them up. It makes it more challenging to do that first. But I'll just quickly, I'll do some speed building, or like I'll speed up what I'm doing. I'm not actually going this fast. And I'll just show you once I have like a few more of these cubes, then we can actually start doing something. Okay, so as you can see here, we do have a cube now. It's like 3x3. All of these are nether portals in each single like possible dimension, and the reason we're doing this is for space efficiency. We could just have loads of nether portals dotted around the place, but if we do it like this, we at least save some of the blocks in each portal, and it means this only takes 3 blocks from there, 3 blocks from there, and it just makes the whole system easier. So now, once you've got this, you want to light all of the portals. In survival, this can be a little bit, easier in some ways, a little bit more challenging in some ways, but you just want to make sure that you have all of these things lit, and that there is ladders underneath all of them, because otherwise, if they're not lit, then there's no chance of them spawning anything. That's obviously how that works. I think we just had one spawn. I could be wrong. But yeah, basically once you have all of them lit, they all have that tiny chance. Wait, let's light that one there. They all have that tiny chance of spawning in the zombie pigmen, which is of course what we're looking for here. So, doing a quick aerial check, we do have all of them lit up now. So, basically this is something like, I could do the math in my head quickly, it's something like maybe 20 or so, maybe 24 separate, Nev portals, and although they, you might think 24 Nev portals, how many, like, zombie pigmen a second are you gonna get? Like, 50? In reality, this is a very slow-acting farm. Even with this many Nev portals, as I said, like, it's like 20 plus. We're still not going to have that active as drop rate, and I'll just to quickly demonstrate that fact, I'll work on the rest of the farm while we let that happen. So, down here, now that you've actually got something to work on, you want to have, like, borders around where the farm's going to be. So, so you can hear the noises, by the way. There's nothing I can do about the house height 11. So, basically, yeah, you want to go ahead and you want to, like, block off the area around this. The shadow does make this kind of easy to work out. So if you look around the place, you can just look at the shadow and then build up the wall around it. It doesn't have to be precise, just has to be a rough little area that you're going around here. And this is going to be how you keep the zombie pigmen locked in a box and you stop them from running away. And it means you can go in and punch them, get the gold nuggets that you're looking for. So as you can see, just do that like there. And now this is technically speaking, once we finish off this last wall, this is technically speaking a functional zombie pigmen farm. It's not going to spawn very fast at all. It's going to spawn literally maybe one every few minutes at max. But it is technically a spawner. And you might think, oh wow, you've gone through so much effort and you've only just got a few. Yeah, that's the thing about this spawner. As I mentioned, it's so challenging because of just how much it takes. What you want to do if you want to get more than this, you want to like really ramp this up to the next level, and you want to get like a zombie pigman every like 30 seconds or every 10 seconds or even maybe more, you need to just ramp this up and keep putting more Nev portals on here. So what you want to go ahead and do is, for instance, just go up a second level, and you can actually do multiple levels on this thing, and it is just as efficient as long as you make sure that's this is I'm very, very sorry. As long as you make sure that you do have the trapdoors here and that you do have it lit. So it's all just fine, just great. It doesn't matter which side it's on though. Just for some symmetry, we'll make sure we do it on the exact same block just there. So go through, place the trapdoors down, and then you'll go ahead and you'll have something that looks just around about like this. Which is pretty great, of course, and yeah, you just want to keep it going like this. I'm sure you don't need to see this, so I'll just speed up this last bit, and then I'll build some more pillars, and then we'll have another layer of this, and we can start talking about what's going on. Okay, so we have just finished our second floor of this massive mega structure thing, and as you can see on the outside, it is a very cool thing to look at least in my opinion. I mean, there's lots of purple dust glowing off this thing, and now I wanted to talk about how you actually get them spawned, because this is probably the minimum size you want to go for. If you really want to just go for like bare bones minimum what you needed to go for, I'd say this is what you need. Like, this is sort of farm you could leave AFK for, like, 20 minutes while you go out, and then come back to, like, 15, 20, zombie pigmen, and that's, what this is all about. So, basically, the way you want to have optimal spawning is, first of all, go into the nether, check out what's happening there. The better your situation in the nether, the better things are going to be. So, it looks like we have actually a floating island, which is kind of good in some ways, kind of not good in others. I'd recommend probably extending it a little bit, so that both sides of the Nev portal actually have a little bit of, spawning area for pigmen to walk into, just to add up that little bit. Obviously, just you can't fly around in your survival world, but you can just, walk around this. If you are somewhere that, like, let's say you're, wow, that's just a bunch of floating gravel over there. Okay, this is something I just have to do. Ah, that's so satisfying. But yeah, so, oh wow, this whole thing's falling down. But basically, yeah, let's talk about like actually what you do if you weren't on a random island, because this is a really cool island to be on, but this isn't the normal situation, of course. So if you weren't on an island, this is what I would recommend doing that has actually increased might rates, is build a bunch of nev portals all over the place and make sure they're all accessible so that any zombie pigmen in the area can walk into some of them. It is just a small boost to the rate, but it is something that is reasonably noticeable, because now wherever there's pigmen spawn around here, whether it be up there, down there, down there, these all link to the exact same set of portals, and it means that your odds go up very slightly. There's only one pigman there, but it still proves points. So there's also a lot of pigmen on this island, although that won't link to my current portal. Like, if you have any place within, like, a 50-block radius in the nether of your current portal, then you should be able to make a portal there. I think it's, like, 50 blocks and 25 each way. And then you should be able to, like, have that link up, and they'll all go to the same place. But for now, I just have an island. Let's charge this way, charge back this way. And let's pray that something spawns and can come through here. And now what you want to do, now you've checked out the nether, you made sure it's fine, is you want to make sure that you're somewhere between 16 and 32 blocks away from most of these portals, because mobs will only spawn if, like, they're 16 blocks or further away from you. Like, they can't spawn while I'm, you know, here, but they might be able to spawn all the way up here. You want to make sure you're somewhere in between where they're going to be, and, like, so roughly here's roughly good, because if they get more than 64 blocks away from you, they will despawn, which isn't good at all. You want to be within 64 blocks of your spawn, but you also want to be more than 16 blocks away from that. So I'd recommend, like, having a little platform, like, just over here is going to work for me. And it means I can just climb the ladder onto the platform like this, and I can wait just here, and hopefully some zombie pigmen will spawn, and we can catch them on camera. So we'll speed this up. We'll do maybe, let's say, 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what happens. And if nothing happens, then I guess something's gone horribly wrong. Okay, so I'm back, and there's a couple of changes to what I said would happen. First of all, I waited like 4 minutes, and not a single one had dropped, and I was like, oh god, something's broken, I did something wrong. But in reality, it was just, you know, luck of the, you know, bad luck. So what I decided to do, just to reassure myself, is I actually expanded it by another layer this way, so it's 4, and another layer up, so it's 4 by 3 by 2, I don't even know what that is now. But basically, we have a lot of nev portals here, probably close to 100, and basically I just did that so that I could guarantee that we'd get some in that, like the amount of time, and I waited about 15 minutes, and we have 10 of these now. So, as you can see, even with 100 nether portals, we still only got, how many is, oh wait, well, a few more died that actually didn't come down here. So, even with, you know, 100 nether portals, we got, I guess, 2 dead ones, plus 10 alive ones in the 15 minutes. So that's still around just under 1 a minute with this many portals, and basically that's the thing about this farm that makes it difficult. I'm going to mention this a lot, but you do need so much obsidian to get this going. It usually isn't just broken, it usually is just, like, it sporadically comes and goes. Like, sometimes you'll get, like, 3 in a minute, sometimes you'll wait 5 minutes and you won't get any. That's the luck of the thing. So basically now they're down here, you can just punch them twice and you'll get the kill. If you wow, if you want to, like, actually head down to another thing, because sometimes their armor protects them, what you want to do is you want to just dig another hole in the ground like this. It's that simple, and then they won't survive the thing. And now, obviously, every time you kill them, you get a big bunch of XP, you get a big bunch of gold nuggets. We've got 14 right now and 12 rotten flesh, and it's just a, you know, that's the drops you get. So basically, yeah, that's the kind of system you want here. But if you want to make this more efficient, if you don't want to just, you know, like, punch them and risk dying, because they do to a serious amount of damage even on that low health, what you want to do is you want to first of all expand these borders, because actually I think this is just about right. If it's not, then we'll work it out later. But yeah, what you want to first of all do is you want to make sure that there's some way to funnel them all together, and then you want to make out a safe hole to do that. So there is some complex ways you can do this, but I found the best way in my limited testing is honestly just to have a hole like this to punch the zombie pigmen and have them come towards you. So we'll spawn some in just to simulate this whole thing. That was the longest freeze ever. But yeah, we'll just spawn them in. So let's replace the netherrack with some zombie pigmen like this. Then if we punch one and then we get behind here, you'll see all you need to do is just punch one, and then you can punch them over and over again from here, and then they'll die. So that's a really easy, safe way to do it. If you want to make it even more if you don't want to do the original risk of jumping in there or wait for the one to come to you, what you can actually do is you can have so that on this side of the thing. Also, there is some serious lag with loading up the dispensers because of all the dev portals. Loading up the creative inventory. You want to have like a dispenser just over here, and you want to like connect it up with a water bucket. And then once you have the water bucket in there, so this will take a second, put the water bucket in there, and then hook it up redstone to the other side of the thing. So we need to have some redstone, probably some repeaters in there too. I always lose the redstone repeaters; they're sometimes challenging. And we'll hook this up all the way over to here, so make sure there's a repeater in there or two. And now you can have it, so there's a handy little lever just over here that will start to flow at least some of the zombie pigment over to you, and that's all you really need. So the problem with having water here all the time, that means you can't do it, is if you have water here all the time, they will survive the fall, because, you know, one block is now enough for stuff to survive the fall, which is not what you want at all. But yeah, as you can see there, as you should be able to see there, assuming we hadn't... Oh, we did it one block short. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, we'll just connect that there. So, and then we'll make this actually connect into here properly, apparently. Or we could just place a block there. There we go. So now, oh wow, oh wait, one extra one has spawned. Which means that now, what we can actually do is, whenever we want stuff to come over here, we just have to activate the dispenser. As soon as you unactivate it, you actually take away the, or as soon as you activate it again, sorry, you actually take away the water. And now, whichever one of these did come down, that one there, you can see you can punch its step, and that's just a handy way to funnel them all together. If you want, you can have a bunch of dispensers here to guarantee they'll all clump close to this wall, and you can make it like a whole wall. But yeah, that's how I'd recommend doing it the easiest way. It's, you know, it's not the most efficient, you know, you could probably do it so they all come to a single spot, but this is just the easiest way to do the whole thing, and that's what that's all about. So yeah, you can just come down here, have a punch you, and then easy as that. So yeah, this is the farm I recommend. You can, wow, there's one up there right now, you can see. This is taking it to a whole other level. Make sure your walls do cover the whole boundary. I have expanded this a couple times. And yeah, you can have yourself a ridiculously effective gold farm with very little effort. So it's got really two major components. Just have as many nether portals as you can in as short space possible. Make sure there is trapdoors for them to fall on. Make sure there is ladders for them to fall down onto, which we're actually missing on this side over here, and some over there, which is probably what affects our drop rate so much. And then also make sure you stay somewhere close to both the zombie pigmen that fall, and somewhere reasonably close, but not too close to the portals, and then you can just sit there and watch as your gold and as your XP comes in. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this in survival. I'm going to be trying to take this to the next crazy level. It's going to take me a very long time in survival, of course, but it's going to be a really fun project. So subscribe if you want to see that as it gets built. This was a very long video because of all the stuff I did, so hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully it taught you how to make a gold farm in some way. If it did, please do like it and let me know. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. Again, I'm doing this in survival, which will be a fun time over my Let's Play series. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.